these things. You'd think they'd keep me warm. You'd think they'd sort of have some kind of heat, that they'd all be that to be generating off them.
Around with this in just a second.
Yeah, you're gonna just have to give up.
I do like that you start right off with a bit of a monologue.
Never give up, never surrender. My husband. So there, he's got it how he likes it.
This is what we want.
I think it's just you back there.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I don't need to be back there. I don't care what's happening behind me. I just care about what's in front of me, the future. What's coming.
Oh gosh. All right. Yeah. Well, whatever. I don't know if that's right or not. Yeah, it's hump day. Happy hump day, Ramon.
Yeah, humpity hump, hump, hump. God.
From Yosemite.
Yeah.
From Gateway to Yosemite.
Oh.
That's the last stop for gas and those.
Are you
orange
going into
crackers with the
Yosemite?
peanut butter.
Oh, you.
No,
lucky.
I think he lives there.
Oh, you live there. I'd like to be in Yosemite right now with the bears lounging around in the trees, just like, yeah, no humans. I mean, not that I'm off humans, but
bears are dangerous.
Oh yes, but I could bear up. You know, I could be like the guy in the bear suit who went to Alaska and got eaten by a bear. Because I love when they said
what
about
was
him.
that? That was
Bear man.
Grizzly man.
Grizzly man.
Bear man. Yeah, close.
Yeah, close. Grizzly man. But I liked when they said he just was up there in Alaska, you know, with a, you know, like a human who'd put a bear suit on and thought he was a bear. Like he really was running around like he had become a bear. But I thought one of the funniest, and I actually know the woman in the, she was I don't think she was a girlfriend. She might have been a girlfriend of his at one point. But they had been waiters together in a restaurant, I think in San Francisco, and he was doing a flambé something or other once at a table. It was a kind of a fancy restaurant, and it completely burst into flames. Was that you? No, no, it's definitely the bear guy.
Well, I have a story about a flambé going wrong
but it's
from my restaurant job.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're all similar to that.
Yeah.
All the flambé's gone wrong.
Yeah, something catches on fire.
Well, you're lighting the thing on fire to begin with.
Yeah, no, I do know what a flambé is, darling. But yes,
okay. Well, you just said, when you said he was doing a flambé and something caught on fire, it's just like,
shit. No, but I think it was quite a bad fire, and then the way she talked about him, because she talked about him as if he was just a completely, maybe she's a bit crazy as well, as if he was completely just a regular guy. And he wasn't a regular guy, he was a nut. I mean, did Werner Herzog make that documentary?
Yes, he did, Grizzly Man.
Yeah.
Brioni, yes, you thought this was my own live stand-up show, just me talking.
Oh.
No, it's not. This is just my wife and I talking and just helping to pass the Corona time. I'm trying to work out a way to do a online comedy show of just me talking, but those are complicated because you'd like to get compensated.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merced, California is known as the gateway to Yosemite.
Okay,
90 miles away. What are you saying?
Brioni is telling me to let you talk, please. No more coffee. It's ginger tea, actually.
Yeah, slow it down. This is what happens, Brioni. You know, you marry him.
This is a twofer. This is a twofer. Yeah, and they interrupt you for the rest of your life.
You couldn't even let me talk when I was trying to say that you do a lot of interrupting. Man,
I had to act it out. I had to really show her, you know, who I am. But you tell them.
No, she gets it. Okay, all right. So Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. This is week 9 for me. I was doing the math, counting. It's not really math. It was counting.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my 9th week.
She's good at it.
On quarantine, and I don't even know. I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost today. No canned chicken recipes for today, Kevin. I did a one after leftovers from my chicken recipe lunch the other day. I had that again today, and there's enough for tomorrow.
Ooh la la! It's a good thing I have not been in the kitchen when that thing has been being. I mean, I'd be really nice about it. I try to be really, as diplomatic as I possibly can. But when you're eating spam, it's quite hard for me to sort of.
Well, this is a Varinus. The Varinus tip. If you're quarantined with another person during this Varinus, you definitely want to take it easy on criticizing their food.
You live and let live during
God.
Varinus. Really.
And I did make you a nice soup for this evening. Squash, fresh squash, a plant out of the ground, squash.
We didn't grow it though.
We
just
didn't
got to
grow
admit,
it.
we've got a lovely crop of beans coming in though.
We didn't grow the squash. We bought the squash. sweet potatoes, onion, apple, nice soup, delicious. The best. It's the best.
His squash soup. I think we've told them about your squash soup before on the show. It is so unbelievably delicious. It's sort of like a dessert meal. And then very sweetly he put a parsnip in it today for me, right?
Yes, I did put a parsnip
We
in.
don't tell our daughter, because if she knows it's got a parsnip in, she'll just like, I'm not going to eat that.
Yes, hi, Mari. Mary Mari, I'm not sure. An internet show for you. Yes, I do need to figure out how to do that, and I'm going to. Jen, are you having a margarita now? I hope so. When's the quarantine opening? I don't think we're ever going back to normal.
Well,
that's what I'm just kind of feeling like maybe we're just going to stay home maybe this is what it's going to be like to be a human being. We do a lot of animal talk here on the show, and I know you're dying to talk right now.
No.
But yesterday we talked about tarantulas. They live in a burrow. Wombats, last Wombat Wednesday, they live in a burrow. We've got a pet bunny. She would love to be in a little burrow underground. And so maybe this is just the next evolution of human beings. We're just going to, we stay home all the time, nocturnal. We go out.
It depends what state you're in. Some states are just, get out there, live and do it. But here, we've got this thing. So today the beaches opened up, which means you can go down there, you can jump in the water and have a swim, you can surf. So all the surf beaches are just completely nuts today because everybody has, been champing at the bit to get back. But you can't lie on the beach, you can't sit on the beach, you can't have a picnic, none of the car parks are open.
You're allowed to lie on the beach right before you go in and go surfing.
Yeah, while you wiggle into your wetsuit.
Have a quick lie down.
Well, you don't want to wiggle into your wetsuit on the sand. That would be yucky.
No,
don't do that.
So, what did I look up today? Here's the big news for today.
Yep.
Got a rebate on our auto insurance.
Oh, right.
Because
yeah, we weren't driving.
Well, no, it's not because we weren't driving. They just decided, Mercury Insurance, God bless their sweet little hearts, decided to rebate everybody 15% for the 2 months that we've been in quarantine. Let's not go crazy. Not 15% off the whole 6-month premium that I've paid. And because we're driving less during Varinus lockdown, never mind 15%. I'm driving 85% less. But they're only giving me 15%.
Well, it's sort of nice, really, that they're giving you anything at all. I mean, we weren't expecting that, were we? We haven't,
No, I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah,
I don't expect anything. I didn't get a small business loan. I didn't get any of that.
Dana's wife takes care of a wombat at the zoo.
Oh,
were you here last Wednesday, Dana?
He's a zookeeper. He was in yesterday.
Oh, yeah. His wife's a zookeeper, and he's a zookeeper too.
Well, or he was at one time. Pennsylvania is slowly opening. People are opening. I'll be excited when I get to go do opening things. I think we're gonna have to wear masks. We're not gonna be allowed to go to a restaurant.
I'm going to the ophthalmologist on the optometrist on Friday, and I think it's you wait in your car, they text you when you come in, they've got PPE on, you've got to have a mask on. Obviously that mask doesn't go over my eyes.
You haven't got the face shield.
I don't have to wear a face shield. No, I don't have a face shield.
I feel like if you're wearing
Maybe
the face
we could make
shield,
a nice face shield out of something in the office.
Oh, there's probably some.
Bet we could. There's
plastic
nice
things
plastic cup up there. We could have 2 little bits here. And I saw this suit today on Instagram that a little granddaughter had made. It had plastic plates and bags and things, and it was a suit that she'd made for her grandma, so her grandma could still give her hugs. They did not have masks on, so I was like, well, the plastic suit is nice, but I think that this is really the dangerous area. It's not so much Granny's arms, it's Granny's,
Yeah,
baka.
you're gonna kill your granny.
Yeah, don't kill your you do not want to kill your granny.
Oh,
That's what we're trying hard not to do.
A lot of great
Oh.
rebates coming in. Ramon's got $13 off his insurance. So
great.
It's really getting
Congrats.
spread around.
Yeah.
Really getting spread around.
Yes, that's what we've heard, that California's a little bit closed.
Closed for 3 more months? Is this? I don't know if I can trust Kimberly Kimmy.
Well, the thing is, they are
closed for 3
but didn't
more months?
you say August
Oh
the
my
other day
God.
for Los Angeles?
No, one of those other bozos that we were conversing with on a Zoom or something said that. I don't know anything.
Bozo Zooms. That's what we specialize in over here. We only want to Zoom with you if you're a complete bozo. That's not true.
And so far, so good.
We've had some stellar Zooms, I have to say. I suppose I'm getting used to it, but I don't want this to be the rest of our lives. But and I don't want to be Texas like you're talking about, Keys, whether you open the doors and the barn doors, everybody gets
Dallas
out.
Improv is open.
Yeah,
I
and
could
then,
fly down to Dallas, do a
and
comedy
work.
show right now.
Right.
I don't think they.
And then
Dallas Improv has got a. I'm not sure they're hiring me right now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I want to be going to.
Texas.
I don't know that I want to meet the people who are feeling good about going to a comedy club right now. They feel like they're high risk people. It's going to be all those squirrel suit, wingsuit guys. That's who's going to be out at the comedy club.
Well, isn't it also at the comedy club you were telling me about that was open in Texas? Nobody has to wear masks. The wait staff are wearing them. The people don't have to. I mean, I like to think of Sean Hannity the other day showing on Fox News how he was going to be able to go to a baseball game and how he was going to drink his beer out of a straw under his mask. You weren't going to eat popcorn because that would be difficult, but you'd better get the hot dog underneath, put the mask back in place, and then chew your hot dog.
Sean
Can
Hannity
you imagine how sexy that was, watching Sean Hannity do that on the telly?
He
Not.
doesn't. Did you watch him do it? Are you watching videos of Sean Hannity now?
No, I was watching
How bad has it gotten?
Seth Meyers,
Yeah.
taking the
just
piss
making
out of
fun
him.
of Sean Hannity.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like.
So Andrew was complimenting my calic, and I think I've destroyed it. LA is definitely longer shut down due to higher infection rate. Yes, that's what I've heard. I heard that our mayor, technically we live in Santa Monica. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
We've got our own mayor.
We've got our own mayor.
Kevin McKeown.
That's his
how you
name?
say his name.
Kevin McKeown.
Kevin. It's spelled, McKeown, MCKWEON, and he likes people to say it McKeown.
McKeown.
The proper way, the Irish way. So
Kevin McKeown.
McKeown, yeah.
McKeown. Kevin McKeown.
Yeah. And so when I had to introduce him at a climate change event, I was very, okay, that's all you're getting of that tangent.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what happened backstage.
I'm not positive this is one of our better episodes, but Uma, the briefing sign has been up for a few days. If you go and check the archive, that was done by Clinton Reno, who's a frequent guest. You could run down to the fairgrounds and charge people an extra $100 to cough in your mouth for a little extra cash. I don't. That may be a mark. I'm not sure if that's in reference to some other thing. That's if you've got immunity, you can charge people to cough into your mouth for extra money, because then you'd be giving them immunity. I think. Maybe I don't understand how immunity works. Look, if you're coming in late, I'm not a doctor.
I really like the idea of more people traveling on Amtrak. I just hope they make sure the Amtrak is safe, because I was on an Amtrak train traveling from New York to Washington a few days before there was a crazy derailment. I think was it back in 2015 when but I remember being on this train and we were flying and the train was swaying. There was this old lady who was trying to get up to get her bag and be ready for the stop, and I said, no, please sit, I will help you when we get there. I don't think you should be walking around. But I remember thinking, this thing feels very loose on the track, so I'm all for Amtrak. Just make sure they're securely
they've got Acela high-speed service from New York to Washington, D.C., because that's New York is a big business center for the United States, and Washington, D.C. is where our federal government is located.
Yeah, I know. Boston all the way down to Washington. Thank God I have you, though, because if I didn't have you here, man, I would really be struggling to get it. Yeah. That was a little burp I just did. So the thing about this train...
I thought it was a gag.
I was gagging at you.
All right. The train. Sometimes they go back and
they were dangerous. This was dangerous.
Back and forth a little bit. Yeah.
Loose. It was loose in its drawers.
Yeah, Michael. So Michael's talking about. I used to have this thing in my act about all the plagues that we haven't died of, and how the news is always trying to scare the crap out of you with SARS and bird flu and Ebola, and we didn't get those things. But now
this one's for real.
Well. We're locked down.
Yeah, and over 300,000 people have died around the world.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God! Did you think that was?
I'm so off script. I didn't. What?
You're just so spoiling for a fight. You thought I was a Varinus denier. You didn't think? You thought we shouldn't be in quarantine. I said quarantine because I think it's the drinking word again today.
Yeah. No, I don't think you're a Varinus denier.
I'm not a Varinus
yeah,
denier.
no, God, no. I don't think I could be married to a Varinus denier. You know that the Earth is round. You know that climate change is real. You know that evolution happened. I mean, you know.
Mark is pointing out, making a good point. I'm wary about going to do a comedy show, but you're ready to ride on a train with other people.
I didn't say I was
Well,
ready
it's
to.
insane.
I know.
You are the naughty one.
Yeah.
I'm not the naughty one.
Oh yeah, I'm so the naughty one. That's my brand. Yep.
Well, they're going to open everything up, and then there might be a massive virus outbreak, and people will die. And then what will they do? Well, then they'll have a big freak out, and there'll be some finger painting and painting and pointing.
Let's do painting. Finger painting, much sweeter than finger pointing.
I wish that could be like a challenge. Like if you don't like what Mitch McConnell is saying, you go, "Why don't you finger paint that?" You make him finger paint it, or the president, or Barack Obama finger painting. I think he would. I think he'd be game for it.
I can see. I think out of all three of them, Trump is going to like finger painting the most.
Yeah.
I think he's really going to. He's going to take to that like a duck to water.
Scott, you watched Outbreak again. I haven't seen Outbreak or Contagion, but I hear Contagion is the better of the two. But you wanted to watch Contagion. I just don't think I could do it.
No, I wanted to watch the Soderbergh movie of Contagion, not the TV show of Contagion. I don't want to watch the TV show of Contagion. That's way too much. I'll just watch, Gwyneth Paltrow dies in the first 5 minutes, and
So you love that.
then it's long live Goop, and then it's Matt Damon.
She dies, the egg falls out of her vagina.
Yeah.
You pick that up.
Matt
You get
Damon.
to go to the next level.
Yeah, Matt Damon does, because he picked up the egg. He knew it was up her vagina. He picks it up, and he is going to the next level.
Yeah.
And not getting Contagion.
So
Yes.
Santa Monica Pier, I don't know. I don't think it's open. I'm pretty sure they got the pier blocked off. They won't even let you go down to the beach. The homeless people, there's a lot of homeless people out there, that's for sure. And they don't have any kind of frame of reference right now because there's way less non-homeless people out walking around. And so the homeless people, as we know, have other problems in addition to being homeless, oftentimes mental problems or substance problems, and they're really going for it now. When you walk by the block of where the homeless people are, they're kind of in full voice, and they're whatever it is their thing that they're doing, collecting bicycle parts or reading out loud from a book. They're doing
It's a free for all.
They're doing that full on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trump is going to be the biggest finger painter phenomenal. Yes, I think so. His tiny hands, as you say.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he'll better fit a lot more on the page. Anyone who's got big hands and big fingers won't better get so much on the page, but Trump will better get a lot of his feelings out.
We're probably
When he's
still
finger
going to
painting.
be.
It's going to be great.
We're probably still going to be in Varinus time around Thanksgiving, so we can all do that finger painting turkey, the handprint turkey. You put that. That's a good one.
That is something to look forward to.
Jen saying there's Outbreak movies on Netflix. Yeah, there are. I watched one. Oh my God, I watched one on the other one. Jeff Bezos, richest man in the world. We trades off back and forth, as you reminded us, with Bill Gates, who's going to make a fortune off the Varinus vaccine. God,
Well,
there's so many nutty things. Anyway, no, it was called Flu. It's a Korean movie called Flu, and it was so kind of insane. It was a movie about an apocalyptic flu outbreak in Korea that also had a love story over top of it. I can't say that I recommend it, but I can't say that I blame you for watching it because I watched it. I couldn't help it.
You watched it all the way through. You didn't bail. You watched it all the way to the end.
Oh, Mark is asking if we can introduce some conflict and a heavy dose of politics, relentless pseudoscientific arguments. Otherwise, it hardly feels like Facebook. Okay, well, let's disagree with something. I told you this the other day.
Someone did ask, want to know where we were on the marriage meter today. What number between 0 and 10? 1 being the best.
Yeah, yes. Dana, you're right. 28 Days is an Outbreak movie, and that is the 28 Days and 28 Days Later, two of my favorites. I feel like today. We had a rough start. We had a rough start. We had a rough start this morning.
Yes, somebody woke up at 4 a.m.
I woke up. Oh my God! I woke up at 4:30, and I struggled to try and go back to bed. But I was just haunted by the fact that this 5G is causing Varinus. It's not actually causing Varinus, but it's created a porthole to the future where Varinus originated in a. It's weird because it's after the next World War where China has actually defeated America. That's controversial, and so their virus is a Chinese virus, but it originated from Washington D.C., which is the new capital of China in the future. And a bat flew through the porthole from the future because of 5G, and that's how we got the Varinus.
And
Also,
there
Mitch McConnell was
riding on the bat.
He's actually immortal. He is alive in the future.
That is some scary.
I know it's a little depressing.
Scary, yeah.
I'm sorry I had to put that in there.
Yeah. Yes, Uma, we have seen it. We are friends with the girl who's hidden in the wall, Thomasin McKenzie.
Who are
I
we
can't
talking
remember the name.
about?
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh yeah, Jojo
I can't
Rabbit.
remember the name of her character in the movie, but anyway, the one who the little boy Jojo falls in love with.
Scarlett Johansson's daughter.
No.
Scarlett
Johansson,
Johansson, by the way,
the friend of her daughter. Scarlett Johansson had a daughter. The daughter's died.
Oh, yes. Oh,
and she's got a son, and
my
the son
bad.
loves
God.
with the best friend.
I'm so sorry.
And I only remember her name in real life, Thomasin McKenzie.
Just because our names are so close, Scarlett's and mine, I
What
really
hap-
try and keep track of
What
all the
she's
things
doing?
that she does. And I do point this out constantly that she and I are not related, which means that if anything were to ever happen to you, and I was to meet her, and sparks flew, we could get married, and we wouldn't have to change our names on any of our bills, really.
Except she doesn't spell her name.
She doesn't spell it
the
the
way
same,
you do.
but I mean,
Yeah.
you could just
You
start
could
spelling
fudge
your name
that.
differently.
You could totally fudge
That's-
that. Okay. I am down with that. If you would like to marry Scarlett Johansson or have sex with her or go on a date with her, if anything happened to me, and she she's married to someone right now, but you know, if she were free and you were free, you have my blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28 Days with Sandra Bullock is not a pandemic movie. No, you're right about that, Ramon. That's a 12-step movie, which is interesting because it's 12 steps in 28 days. So that is how many steps per day?
I'm not saying 2 and a bit.
Two and a bit. Yeah, the bats in China are big. Well, there's no point in eating a small bat, right? I mean, let's just be fair to all the people who enjoy eating bats. You don't want to eat these tiny bats we have in America. It seems ridiculous to eat a bat because they're like mousy-sized bats. They're so tiny. But they've got those fruit bats over there in China that are big, the flying foxes, right? They look like a...
They have those in Melbourne too, and friends when I've been there, you know, when the fruit bats come out at night. You remember when
we saw those bats, yeah.
But maybe we were in Sydney actually when we saw the fruit bats. We weren't in Melbourne. But yeah, they take you to the places where they are because when they come out at night, they're so big as they sort of go through the sky.
Yeah.
Yes. Bats.
Laura's suggesting that I should write up the script for that future Bat movie. So I may have to watch this again because I can't remember the whole plot.
5G, portal to the future,
I think I
China
could
wins
go-
World War III.
Have you ever heard of Fiverr? Fiverr is it's like a website and an app where you can go on and you pay people $5 and they'll do they'll design a poster for your comedy show or things like that. I think it probably be slightly more to go on Fiverr and get them to write me the Varinus Bat from the Future movie based on this
you
one
probably
Facebook Live.
you wouldn't get a very high caliber of screenwriter probably for
Not for
$5.
$5, not
No.
for $5. But
Yeah.
then you give somebody another $5 to kind of flesh it out.
Oh, right. So someone does the outline for $5. Someone writes the title for $5. Someone writes the first page for $5.
No, you get a full page one rewrite every time for $5.
Oh my God.
Don't burst my bubble about how Fiverr works.
How much of a bang you gonna get for your buck? Okay, I won't.
Well, Ramon says if tiny bats are all you have after the pandemic, he would eat them. Yes, of course, I would too.
And Costco canned chicken.
Yeah,
Okay, well you're gonna be good, Ramon.
I don't know if I'm going to eat all that Costco chicken during Varinus. That's for sure. By Christmas, that chicken's going to be gone. I'll be on.
Are you
to
going to
a
buy
new-
more?
I'm going to resupply.
Are you gonna buy? Oh, you
I've
are
received
gonna
a-
resupply.
I've received a text during this transmission from my friend who's been to Costco and he's resupplied us with granola. So that's a relief.
Oh, well, it's a relief to me that it's granola and not canned chicken. But you know, yes. If you need canned chicken, you should have canned chicken.
Here's a question: fruit bats, flying foxes, are they the same? And I'm not sure, but I think.
Well, if I had my little box of answers, I could look it up, but I don't
Well,
have that with
I
me.
think that the big bats are. I think that the flying foxes are fruit bats in the sense that I think that they eat fruit.
Trying to remember from I took an animal geography class, and I don't think they called the flying foxes fruit bats. They really were. They're a different animal. I'm pretty sure.
The
Flying foxes.
and fruit bats, they may be different animals, but what I'm saying is I think that flying foxes' primary diet is fruit.
Yes, they're up
But
the trees.
these are questions for tomorrow.
Yes, yeah.
because I
Someone will
can't-
be doing some very good research.
Yeah. So, someone's admiring your shirt. I also have that shirt. Carl is.
Yeah, so
that's
this
from
is
Dr. Chris
We
Ryan.
have showed this before. So civilized to death, and the monkey is he's got a cell phone. He's eating a burger. I don't think he's smoking a cigarette, but I think he should be smoking a cigarette. But it's our friend Dr. Chris Ryan's book.
I just found.
and
I
it's-
found the dust jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, we did this last time too. We
Yeah.
really like our friend Chris Ryan, so
Yeah, I
we're
was
totally
just-
giving his book a plug. And I think I told you this last time. I wore the T-shirt for years waiting for the book to come out, and it was totally worth the wait. It was fantastic.
Look how good he looks on the dust jacket.
He does.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
Chris
a yeah.
has not looked that good since I've known him, and I've known him since before he wrote this book. I'm nothing personal, Chris, but that is a friggin' great picture of you.
That's Mr. Handsome picture. I bet. Did you think he had that picture taken when he wrote Sex Before Dawn?
I don't know. Well, he could have had that picture taken since I've known him. It just is, sometimes you get a picture taken and it's just one of like, oh my God, I looked that way for 1 second. Just the light hit me right. It was one of those sparkle. You know how in the movies sometimes someone will look across the room and see someone else and sparks fly and they're in love like me.
Oh, were you in love with Kristen
like
Lambert
me
when
and,
you saw that picture?
No, like me and Scarlett
oh,
Johansson.
yeah, you and Scarlett, right? Yes, of course.
But I think that's what happened with that picture. It is a true picture of Chris that was really taken, but flying foxes and fruit bats are one and the same. Susan weighing in. So
Okay.
there you go.
All right.
Chris is in Colorado, Paul, I think. I'm gonna try and figure out how to get in touch with him and do a Zoom thing. Anyway, and now there's too much conversation back and forth for me to understand what's going on. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, we found out yesterday
I think we told them yesterday about
that our daughter's summer camp is closed.
summer camp is no summer camp for our 15-year-old.
So I've been Googling
She
today
is
about
gutted.
DIY home summer camp.
Yeah, which when we told her that we would run the summer camp for her this year, she just rolled her eyes, groaned, and told us to get out of her bedroom. She was disgusted by the idea of
Well,
us.
so
You know,
and we
coming
can
up with
talk. We can talk more about
Sure.
games at home, but some of the things I've found as I've been going through the office here during Varinus,
Some treasures,
I found
yes.
some card games. I originally bought these to play with Fanula, the
Mm-hmm.
original Wizard card game, and also Five Crowns card game. So I've got these. We can learn how to play these. That's going to be great for summer
Yeah,
camp.
you and I can.
And just to get ready for summer camp.
Why don't I ask you the question today?
Yeah, David Johansson is no relation to me, so technically I could marry him now in California. That's possible.
And I give you
Okay.
also permission to marry David Johansson. If I'm no longer in the picture and that's what you decide you'd
Yeah.
like to do, that's fine with me. Okay, I'm going to ask
Blanket
you number...
forts and finger painting. That sounds okay.
Oh, God.
You just read it, so you got to
Okay,
ask it.
I really, okay. I was
question
going
of
to
the
read
day.
77, but the problem is on this page there's 76, 77, and 78, and I read 78 first. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living? Mr. Jake Johansson, take it away. That's your question.
Well, I would make a bigger effort to get in touch with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
No, I don't
That-
think. I don't think I would. I do think I'm at a not a time of life where I worry about dying. But it's, as I said yesterday, I think, or the day before. If I was to die now, you couldn't say that I died young, too young. You could say I died too young, but it'd be like, well, you got a low number, but still. You know. But anyway, I think I would request sex more often. If it was just going to be 1 year left, I think I'd say, look, could we?
and you
could
know
we
what?
increase our weekly number?
Yeah, you could definitely have more. If you were going to die in a year, we would absolutely.
You'd be open for business.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
And we won't tell them what we call the sex shop's name when it's open for business, but that shop would be open. Yes, yeah, we would. Yeah, we'd definitely take care of you, darling. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just seeing
Yeah,
if
we
there's
can't
anything
send
else
her to
down
boot
there.
camp. She's not going to be into that. I mean, it's just really sad. And it's a 2-week sleep away, and they ride horses and swim in the river, and blah blah blah. They have a really fantastic
When
time.
her summer camp is on, it's the good news is it's substantial financial rebate. It makes that car insurance thing
Yeah, pales in
silly.
comparison.
Right? It's like
yeah,
no summer camp, jackpot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a win. Okay.
So happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of each other. We'll see you tomorrow. I am still trying to figure out how to do a comedy show through Zoom to sell a ticket and do a comedy show. It's going to be sort of weird. I think the right ticket price is $10, because in that way it's not too high, and a lot of times people come with a couple, so $10 would be $5 each. And then if you wanted to see another one a couple weeks later that was sort of similar, you wouldn't feel bad. Or if you saw one and then there was something I said that you had seen before, you could. I'm not sure, but anyway,
I always like it when I hear the jokes that I know. I mean, I still laugh, as loud.
Yes,
sometimes more the second time, but maybe that's just me. I think these guys.
You are under my spell.
I am.
It usually takes, as you can see, about a half an hour for me to calm her down. So now I'm going to be able to go in the house, and I'm actually going to be able to talk. You guys are great.
No, that's not going to happen, because I'm going to go and work.
All right. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I feel better than I did when this started. I hope you do too. Don't give up. There'll be time for that later. Trust me. Trust me. All we've got is time.
Make the most of it.
We'll see you tomorrow, 3:00. Tell your friends. Like it, share it, thumb up it. I don't know if there's a thing that you can
Stick your
hit that
thumbs
makes a
in
big
it.
kissing. It's okay to breathe on your phone during this.
Oh, yeah, they can do those little hearts. Those are cute. The hearts and the brrrr.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oh, one's got blood coming out of its mouth.
No, that one looks weird.
We don't want not the one with the blood.
I'm gonna comment that one.
What is that
Look
one?
at that thing. Oh, it just did my face.
Oh no! Then
he's holding a heart.
Heart. Oh, that's so sweet. First of all, like he was spewing blood.
I just did that to myself. I feel like that's. I
Wow.
hope Facebook doesn't find out, or Periscope. Ooh.
What?